Hello. So, a few people have been commenting on my videos, and someone actually tagged me in the Discord channel, kind of wanted me to do a video about this and talk about like the costs of Asgard and is it too expensive? Is it bad for the game, etc. So, I'm going to kind of start this off by I remember a situation similar to this 2 years ago when they released Sanctuary. A lot of people were really upset that they were going to add pets to the game. Like, oh no, pets are going to ruin the game. It's going to make the game a lot more expensive. It's going to create bigger divisions in free to play players and pay to win players. And Ray said, this game, like I said, that's is a free to play game and stuff. But you do like there are real money transactions. That's how the game pays for further development and maintain the servers, etc. But Adventures ended up being one of the most popular game modes. Pets ended up being really popular and kind of became an alternative way to focus your resources. Rather than focus on heroes directly, you could focus on pets. And for a lot of players, this proved to actually be a more efficient and effective way to invest your resources in this game. And just like having stronger pets made it easier to do campaign mode, made it easier to do some of these other game modes while spending fewer resources into heroes. And so, in a lot of ways, pets probably brought the cost down for a lot of players in this game. And I don't think it actually created a bigger division between free to play and pay to play players. It just kind of changed how people spent money in this game and how people invested resources. And I kind of think Ascension will end up being the same thing in the long run. Like, yeah, early on, it's like, oh my gosh, there's all this stuff. You could spend all these emeralds for all these resources in here, and people are gonna pay to win and go all max out all their heroes in a weekend or whatever. And like, that's just not gonna be possible. So this system has a very finite amount, like I said, is very determined by amount. Yes, you can buy more crystals and stuff, and this will make it a bit faster, but you are capped on how much mana you have. Like, you can't buy mana. The only way to get mana is from guild raids, right? You can get mana from guild raids as rewards. There's more mana, higher level raids and minions. Like, the minions gives mana, the boss gives some mana. It goes up on a higher level. So if you're in a stronger guild, you'll be able to get more mana and be able to invest that stuff faster. You'll also get more crystals and stuff for free. Yes, it will take some time, but even if you are spending a lot of money on here, like, you're going to run out of mana before, like that. I mean, there's only, money can only get you so far on this one compared to, I think, some of the other things, like there's some systems like Titans, like you can pretty much just keep spending money on Titans right up until you have all 18 totems. There's not a lot stopping you from just buying your way to max Titans on day one if you really wanted to. Right, Ascension isn't like that. I mean, pets, are not really like that either, because you're kind of like, some things are a bit harder to get. You can get pretty far with buying your way on pets, but they've definitely made it easier as the time's gone by. But I think, yes, this is more focused towards high-end players and stuff, but I think casual players won't end up minding this system so much. It becomes another way. You'll get more free resources, which can be invested in your heroes every week. And those free resources will allow your heroes to do better in other game modes, like campaign, like the Outland, like adventure. Like, you'll be able to get to higher levels of those game modes quicker, which will give you more resources for free faster. So I don't think this is necessarily going to be a bad thing. Yes, it might raise the cost of the game just a little bit, but personally, I don't think I'm going to need to spend a whole lot of money on this system. So I just don't see a reason to. I think I'll get plenty of resources from the raids every week that I'm just not going to really need to spend a whole lot here. I think most of this will be pretty easy just by doing my weekly stuff. I'll get everything I need for the heroes I'm focusing on to compete in PvP. So yeah, that's kind of like my thoughts on it. I don't need to overreact. I don't think it's really going to hurt the game. I don't think it's going to raise the cost of the game significantly or create a bigger gap between free and pay players. I really don't. And that's kind of like my thoughts on it. Like, we have to wait and see, but I think a lot of people are kind of overreacting. Like, there's kind of like how they overreacted with pets. Like, yeah, it was a new thing. But after the dust settled, after a couple months, most people were like, pets were actually a really good thing they added to the game. It made the game more interesting. It made the game in a lot of ways more accessible because now you had a different way to focus that does a lot of play for a lot of players they felt was a easier way to focus their resources that was more efficient. Anyway, I hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you for watching.